So the big question this week that I want to share with you is, what is a greater challenge? The challenge of the wealthy or the challenge of the poor? And Rav Moshe Chaim Luzzatto, one of our great philosophers and writers from the 18th century, says clearly that either of them are very challenging, and everyone's facing one of those two. You see, wherever you are, you're in a battle. Either you're chasing after your natural desires, and that's very difficult, and it keeps you away, it turns you away from reality, or you're satisfied and overly satisfied. And what happens then is you start denying anything and anyone, and you start getting filled with pride and ego. And he very rightfully brings the verse in Mishlei, in Proverbs, that says, Pen espa v'ki chashti. I'm always worried lest I come satisfied and then I start denying everything I have. Va'amalti mi Hashem, and I say, who is God? Upen ivaresh, and I'm also worried lest I come poor. V'ganavti, and then I start stealing. V'tafasti Shem Elohai, and I grab the name of God. I use it for the wrong reasons. I swear in its name. Hashalva mitzad echad, v'yisorin mitzad echad. I have tranquility as a challenge for me, and the challenges of looking for survival on the other side. Both ways I am faced with a challenge. So which one is greater? And I think this week, in this week's Torah portion, Parashat Ekev, we have the answer. We know that according to Judaism, there is only one requirement of the Torah to make a blessing, and that is after you've eaten. Va'achalta v'savata uverachta. You should eat, be satisfied, and then you shall bless. Actually, it says, then you shall have blessed, which is kind of strange, but it says you should eat, satisfy, and then bless. So the Birkat HaMazon, the blessing that we say after we eat, that is the requirement from the Torah to make. Every other blessing is not a requirement of the Torah, but it also is a requirement because it's as if you're stealing if you don't say a blessing before. That's why it says, V'achata v'savata uverachta, in a past tense. You should have blessed before you ate as well, because you want to make sure that you feel that you don't own anything and everything is a gift for you. But Rashi, the commentary, says something amazing about the requirement to bless after the meal. I'm going to read it in Hebrew. You should eat, you should be satisfied, you should be blessed. Birkat HaMazon, that's the blessing that we say after the meal. You know, Baruch atah pen tochal v'savata, and the Torah says, lest you come satisfied after you've eaten. And he says clearly, En Adam mored b'hakadosh baruch hu, a person doesn't rebel unless he is satisfied. He is overfull. Shenema pen tochal v'savata, lest you come satisfied and you have much cattle. And what does it say after? V'ram levavecha v'shachachta, you get high in your heart, you get filled with pride and ego, and then you forget everything you have. And that is the biggest danger. So the challenge of being wealthy is much greater than the challenge of being poor. And that, my friends, is the challenge of our generation of 2018. We have everything: food, drink, water, air conditioning. I mean, we have air conditioning. That we live in fridges. We have everything. And yet our complaints are so small. They're real complaints. We mean our complaints, but they're nothing compared to what was. So remember that we're living in a generation of v'achalta v'savata uverachta. We must be grateful. Someone this week just gave me a book called My Daily Gratitude Diary. And he's told me, give it to one of your students. I said, I want it. That's a fantastic idea. Take this to heart. We live in a time where we have so much. You want to be healthy? You want to be happy? Remember, your challenge is greater than the challenge of poor. It's the challenge of the wealthy. And even if you say, I'm not wealthy, you are. You are so wealthy. You have hot water whenever you want it. You have food that you throw away. Thank you, Hashem, for everything we have. I love you all. Shabbat Shalom.